As part of the definition of what binging is, there is a sense of loss of control. This can be everything from a slight sense of losing control to almost going into a trance-like state, almost like hypnosis, where the person is mechanically consuming large amounts of foods and begins to dissociate from the situation and not feel as if it's even real. That's very common with binging, and so you're not alone. That's the first thing to know. The next thing to know is that you can begin to become aware of it. It's important, number one, again, to get help. This isn't something when you get to the point of you're being completely over-controlled and overpowered by it and you're losing awareness that you're probably going to be able to deal with on your own. So let me recommend that you get help. Having said that, it's important to begin to look for patterns. Are you binging at a specific time of day or night? Are there specific events that trigger your binging? Are there emotions that are associated with binging? There's something we do sometimes called a behavior chain analysis, where we begin to trace back what happened before the binge event. What were you doing? What were you thinking? What were you feeling? Did someone call you on the phone? What was going on? And that helps you to begin an awareness of the types of situations that create a binge. The other thing about it is that binges serve a need. And what you're doing with the binge is you're trying to cover up that need. You're self-medicating. Perhaps a depression, perhaps anxiety, perhaps loneliness, maybe boredom. There's something underneath it. And it's important to begin to get an idea or awareness. What's going on? Why am I binging? What need am I either suppressing or trying to fulfill through it? And then beginning to work from that understanding to replacing the binge with things that are more healthy. The other thing that's very critical in this is very often people will binge because they're trying to control how much they eat. They will go throughout the entire day without eating and then suddenly engage in a binge behavior, and they're surprised by it. Well, if you held your breath for 2 minutes, you'd binge on air. You would start taking in large amounts of air because your body has been restricted from something it truly needs. And your body will have a physical reaction to try to suck down as much air as you possibly can. And the same thing is true with food. If you start depriving your body of food, when it becomes available, what your body will do is it will crave it intensely. And you'll begin to binge and even lose a sense of control in that process. So it's very important to regulate your diet, to eat throughout the day, and it's important to then look at the psychological factors that might be underlying the binge, because otherwise it will remain out of control and out of your ability to even understand it.